Hello everyone, my name is Webweaver, and it's Look Who It Is. We're back again, World of Horror. For some reason, the audio was not coming through the desktop in the game, which is a little bit weird because I can hear it. But yeah, no, it wasn't even reaching up to, like... there was just no audio. In fact, it still looks like there's no audio. That's so weird. I'm gonna raise the audio volume. Did I do something on my end? There we go. Okay. We'll put that back down. I actually had my audio settings turned down, like the volume of my computer turned down. Which, you know, you don't do very often. I just usually leave it at 100, so I must have accidentally hit it. Alright, we're back, though. I'm recording this very late in the day. I'm pretty tired. I'm gonna try to... The thing is, like, I want to do another batch recording session, but also, I am going to try to, like, do some serious meal prep tomorrow. And so I might be tired after doing that. I don't know. Maybe I'll do some batch recording tonight. Probably not. But, you know, we've got your seconds, we've got charisma, we've got strength, we've got dexterity, everything but knowledge. We don't need it. We don't need smarts, we don't need intelligence. We just need to be the fastest, the strongest, and the most charismatic, okay? And then we've got a little final boss as a treat. Remembering your second enemy is really important. That'll be a surprise tool for later. I actually have no idea what we're running with, because I kind of just hit quick play, and we're on Harbinger of Doom, and so that's good enough for me. If I wasn't paying attention, then that means the randomization is even scarier, because I don't know, not that one. I don't know which one we're going into here. I got no clue. Moriko was literally the first thing I saw on the TV when I started spam clicking. Absolutely gobsmacked indeed. But, you know, one thing I'm really excited about is the One Piece live action came out recently, and people are saying it's good. I'm about to have to, like, actually watch that shit, because, like, and here's the thing, I've seen Twitter clips and Twitter videos. The only thing that I don't like about it is that it's very weird that, people say it makes sense at the end of the season, but it's very weird that Garp would call one of the warlords on Luffy. I think that's very weird, and I don't really understand the context of that situation. People say there is context, but, like, everything else about it looks so fucking cool. Like, the sets that they do, oh my god, like, Arlong Park looks fucking great. And Buggy the Clown, like, the only thing that kind of sucks is I mean, listen, are they ever gonna get to Impel Down? No. But they completely, there's no Buggy Ball. So, they're never gonna have, like, one of the best, like, most iconic Impel Down scenes. A Straw Hat. You remember my super awesome Buggy Ball, which I used to blow away the town? Nope. Just the face of pure fucking misery. Oh my god. So that is a little bit sad. But honestly, it's like... I really, like the castings. I really like how the characters and the designs look. The set designs look amazing. They changed the story, of course they did. One Piece is, like, fucking 1,000 episodes long. And the manga is still ongoing today, like, with the amount of stuff they're covering. Like, I think they do the entire East Blue in, like, 12 episodes, which the East Blue is 60 episodes, and honestly, the East Blue has some of the better pacing in the entire series. But, like, yeah, no, I'm interested to see what they're gonna do with it, because it looks great. Like, honestly, like, the clips I've seen of Luffy using his powers, the clips that I've seen of, like, the fights, the way they introduce Mihawk is just, like, amazing. Like, absolutely fantastic. I really love how whenever they introduce a character, their, like, fucking bounty flies in on screen and then they interact with it in some way, like discarding it. Like cutting his bounty in half, or Dawn Krieg grabbing his bounty out of the air and crumpling it up is so good. It honestly does feel like, from what I've seen about it so far, it feels like the people who worked on it really liked One Piece and they wanted to do something cool with it. And honestly, like, here's the thing. Whenever something gets translated to live action, if it's like a fantastical thing, it always, like, they always dumb it down or tone it down in some weird way that's like, it makes it seem like really lame, you know? But they didn't do that, at least from what I've seen. They didn't do that with the One Piece live action. Like, Luffy's powers are still weird. And you know what? Considering how people react in the manga, and considering how people react in the anime to Luffy's powers, seeing them for the first time, it must be pretty fucking scary. And so seeing that in, like, a real life, or, like, a live action setting, it's kind of, like, a little unnerving, but I think that's, like, the best possible outcome of it, you know? Is it's kinda freaky, and I think that's really neat. Oh, whoops. Whoops. Well, you know. What weapon are we gonna use? Something or other. Small Candle kinda goes hard. 80% chance to hit, 3 damage, 70 speed. But maybe we'll go Ritual Dagger? Yeah, we haven't done the Ritual Dagger in a hot minute. That's fine. Now, I do need to switch that over, because we're gonna have to go to the school twice. I should've... Actually, I always forget to check right before something like that. But, who's our ally, by the way? Kazumi? Okay. So the knives are out. For sure, for sure. Give me... We're just gonna do a little bit of this. Alright, we're so back. But this is Cursed Runes, because I opened the settings in OBS because I wanted to check something while the recording was paused. So, you are going to potentially get completely owned, alright? Like, completely, devastatingly owned. It's gonna look terrible. There's gonna be some sort of horrible glitch. You might not even be able to hear my voice right now. The video might be completely ruined. This might be lost, this episode's probably gonna go out just because, like, you know, I need to get the excuse me. Thank you! I need to get the episode out regardless, but, you know, I'm looking at something like this, you're looking at something like this, you can't really tell me that this is a particularly good time for all involved. I just realized we're on Scars again. I kind of hate that. I kind of hate that we're on Scars again. What do we got, by the way? Let me see something good. A neutral perk. Yeah, I did Delve. I did Delve too deep, true and real. Hey, look, it's the exact same fucking spell again. That's nice. I'm just kind of looking for anything. You know, I'm grasping at straws a little bit here. I am. That's a good one. That is a good one. I don't know if it's worth it, though, because it's only 3% Doom, and then... No. What? Technically, this is a... This is basically +2 sanity. And I think... How do I put this? It's worth it. In the weirdest way possible. I think in the weirdest way possible, it is absolutely worth it. As long as we weren't on Goizo. If it was Goizo, we would be concerned. Oh, hey, look! It's the triple freaking, the triple threat! The 3 brainworms crawling around in there. God damn. I don't know, I'll go up to like 18 or something. I'm looking for just anything. Bro is looking for anything usable. That's pretty good. I'm not gonna... Yeah, no, that's pretty good. Bro was looking for something usable. He found the fucking, I was looking for a book. I found the Library of Goddamn Alexandria, okay? So, you know. What we're doing here is very simple. I'm not gonna pause this time, but... One moment, please. That's right, you're getting one moment, pleased, instead of me just pausing the video, because pausing the video is scary. Okay. You know, sometimes you gotta do a little alt-tab, you gotta let me cook. Go ahead and look for it. It's look who it is. Now, what are we saying? What are we doing? We're gonna go get a free item, because we're ballin', okay? But you know, the One Piece live action looks really good. I really want to go watch it, and I might. I've been watching, just random-ass movies that I have access to, and I watched Atomic Blonde for the first time last night or 2 nights ago. I don't remember. When I put it on, I was not expecting Yuri, but pretty based, not gonna lie. It was a good movie. It was a good movie. I really like the spy, like, fuckery, you know? I really like the idea of, like, a very confusing spy thriller that it kind of spells it out near the end, and it's pretty obvious. But, like, I really liked it. Like, I thought it was very fun. And also, the action scenes were great. Somebody pointed this out the other day. I think it was because of the John Wick getting beat up compilation. But, if you want to make your character or your hero be, like, a badass, right? Is this our first enemy? I feel like this is our first enemy. It absolutely is. Oh, we're ballin'? Yo, let's go. Alright. I feel like if you want... It was like in response to the John Wick being beat up compilation, is that if you want your hero or your, like, main character to be a fucking badass, do the Rocky thing. And it's not, like, how hard you get... It's not how hard you hit people. It's how hard you can get hit and then get back up, right? Like, having your main character just have the absolute shit kicked out of them, and it's, like, really, like, you know, just, like, scrappy, bloody, like, fucked up, you know? It's like, oh, yeah, this is not a situation anybody would ever want to be in. It's a horrible situation. To the point where there's this one fight scene in, like, a residential building where it's just, like, this incredibly long and painful, drawn-out fight that it's, like, everybody involved with the fight starts out with a lot of high energy, but they all just get so beat up to the point where it's, like, at the end, the last 2 people standing can't, right? Like, they're just, like, trying to crawl up to, like, they're just trying to, like, barely prop themselves up, and it's just such a horrible, like, in a good way fight scene, you know? Because it just goes on for so long that they're kind of, like, at the human limit. And it's cooking. It's really good, right? Like, I honestly, like, I'll be real with you. It was a fantastic... We don't need knowledge yet. I bought a knowledge weapon. Yep. That's true. That's true, you've already taken a bath. True. Household Hell or Vigil. I think we can go into Vigil pretty securely. Not entirely worried about that. We got Book of Gore in our back pocket. Even if, like, worst case scenario happens and we get Broken Jaw first cast, like, +3/+3 is still, like, ridiculously good. So I'm not really too scared. But no, it was a really great movie. The story was good. And the fight scenes, like, again, the fight scenes were just so brutal. Like, okay, there's 2 kinds of fight scenes in my mind, right? There's the fight scene where it showcases the fragility of, like, human beings, where it's like, one wrong move and you just instantly die. And then other fight scenes which are, like, they showcase the, like, endurance of humans, where it's just like, we're going, like, full in, like, we're fighting to the death. This is brutal. This is not, like, clean or, like, you know, because some fighting has, like, an aesthetic, but the aesthetic of this fight is just, like, grimy, horrible, brutal, violent, you know? Like, a violent fight. And it had a really good mix of both, because she doesn't use guns a lot. Most of the fights are, like, hand-to-hand combat, and it's just, like, very fucking brutal. It's very brutal. And so, it just, like, works out so well. And again, like, that fight scene in the residential district, oh my god, that was really good. That was cooking. Like, whoever did that was, like, whoever choreographed that fight scene, because it was all just one long scene, you know? Like, they probably did cuts in between, like, the transitions between the rooms. But, like, a lot of these scenes were just long, drawn out, and I can't imagine having to do multiple takes, because you have, like, these rooms that are in pristine condition that looked, like, kind of lived in, but, you know, like, they look fine, and then you get into it, and then the room looks like a fucking tornado went off after the fight scene is over. They're weak to this? I mean, you know, I've never stabbed. I'm not going. I was gonna go with a joke of you know, like, I've never stabbed anybody to death before, but I don't know why. But that's just bad. That just had bad karma and bad vibes on it. So we're just gonna move past that. Now, you know what I have done before? I've used a not necessarily like a knife. Well, I've never used a dagger. I've never used something in my life that you could call a dagger. But I have used a knife before to, like, cut plants. And I've also, but mostly, like, hedge clippers and, like trimming stuff like that. Yeah, what if we just did this? It'd be really funny, you know? What if I just did the same thing for the third time in a row? He's weak. Don't even say that to me. Don't even say they're all weak to sharp. How dare you? On the day of my daughter's wedding, on the day of my granduncle's wedding, you come to me and you tell me that you take bonus to sharp? You motherfucker. Anyways. Yeah, no, it was a good movie. If you haven't seen Atomic Blonde, I'd highly recommend it. The aesthetic and the art style and art direction of that movie are great. It's a live action, but, like, art style, maybe that's the wrong word to use. But the art direction in that movie is fantastic. The fight choreography is amazing, and the story's good too. Like, you know, don't I'm not gonna be unnecessarily mean to the story. It's a little confusing, like any spy thriller should be, and then at the end, honestly, at the end, I think my biggest complaint about it is that it, like, just shows it in your face, like, very obviously. But here's the thing, it also has Yuri in it, so go watch it now. It's a fantastic movie. I'm late to the party on, like, 99% of things that I see. I have no idea when that movie came out, but it was good. It was good. I liked it. It was a good time. But what else? What else have I seen or done recently? We do a little bit of trolling, and then we pray to God. We hope deep down in our soul. The stamina enemy. Okay, hold on. We do a little cooking. We do a little cooking. Okay. You're done. You're gone. You know, I wanted to ask something. Let's try to figure it out, okay? Let's try to figure it out. Tiny cuts? Don't care, didn't ask. But yeah, no, I'm kind of curious. Where do we get the, Okay, a Thutu. Okay, we're good. Because I wasn't paying attention to what old god we got, and the damage seemed to be pretty reasonable, so I wasn't thinking a Thutu. Flashbacks, huh? Okay. Alright, now what we do here is we go here and we hope it's sanity. You motherfucker. Okay, we go here and we hope it's sanity. You motherfucker. Okay. Tiny cuts again? Now we go here and we hope that it's sanity. You motherfucker. Okay, I don't know what you want me to do. Fuck it, we ball, I guess. We got drenched! So mad. It's the triple threat. It's the triple tiny cut threat. I have no idea what to tell you. I got no idea. I got nothing. Listen, today's episode comes in threes, okay? 3 brainworms, 3 tiny cuts. What do you want from me? We have 8 million sanity. Like, what the fuck is happening right now? I don't even know what to say. Like, I can't go back there. I don't have any money. Like, this shit's crazy, man. This shit's crazy. And I can't cast... I don't want to cast Book of Gore unless I take stamina damage. Although, admittedly, we might have to cast it for sanity in a minute here. Oh, jeez. But, yeah, no, I don't even know what to say about this. Like, today's episode comes in threes. This is great, by the way. You love to see this. So this is all doing 6, because I'm remembering that that's true. So you go for it. Oh my god! We're drenched, so we can't attack as often as we could before, because this game hates me. Okay, okay. If only we had more allies. I really should, anytime I play Mizuki, I should always make sure I take the courtyard. Just because, like, you need that shit, man. You really do. Bulletin coma. Everybody knows that the worst fate that you can have in the world is wet clothes. It's the biggest debuff that life has to offer. You hate to see it. You really do. Bulletin coma. Bulletin coma. I mean, I don't really care. Like, it doesn't really matter. Well, I guess that does matter to an extent, because we gotta go back here. This doesn't even really... Like, doom penalty for going here. Oh no, it is a -2 modifier. Okay, so yeah, no, it's totally worth it for the stats alone. Because our knowledge and charisma is, like, decent. Okay, so this is theoretical. But why don't we just block, you know? Why don't we just block? Do a little 90% chance we take 1 sanity damage, we can kill him next turn, like... You don't have to do anything crazy, you know? Do a little 90-90. Yeah, a little 90-90. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. We're just chilling. We don't really care about this item at all. Because we have Book of Gore, and that just kind of makes me happy. The train's gonna take us for a ride, but I actually said no. Branded like cattle. Dun dun dun. Oh, if only she knew it was actually a really cool, chill, relaxing, happy vibes sigil meant for protection. Especially considering, like, you're in the hospital and some demon is, like, you know, like, killing people in a coma. Having that, like, nice little sigil of protection probably is pretty nice. Yeah. Might as well get, like, 6 EXP out of this. None of this other shit's gonna help. I mean, signed contract might actually help us extend the monument, but I don't really care. Technically, our dexterity is at 5. So we could put it up to 6, and then maybe 7, 8. Yeah, maybe. You know what? Yeah, sure. Let's, yeah, sure. Why not? I don't normally do that, but dexterity at 6 might be able to make something fun happen. You never know. Now, you might say, oh, why don't you save that for later? You're probably correct. Do I want to go to the village twice? No, I don't really want to go to the village twice. I don't really care. Okay, so Book of Gore, we're gonna cast that. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know. I got nothing. Panstash should make it to where if you get 3 stacks of tiny cuts, you just die instantly. Maybe then it would make sense. But right now, it doesn't make any sense. I don't even know what to do. Like, it's like death by 1,000 cuts, right? That makes logical sense. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you, man. I don't know what to tell you. Oh, you know why our damage may... I just say stupid shit all the time, man. The reason why our damage makes sense, and I didn't realize we were on a Thutu, is because we're on fucking old scars. No shit, ugh. The observant of you calling my ass out like 10 minutes ago when that actually happened. Your boy's kinda stupid. I don't know if you realize this. Okay, I'm actually kinda scared about our Doom right now. So, what we do here is we can take... Yeah, we should probably do something like this. Because then we can block, and we can get 2% Doom instead of 3. And then... Although, unfortunately, I just put myself in a dumb situation where we have to go for this. I could have done that. Actually, that would be even stupider. Don't even worry about it. I mean, I guess we will end up eating the lump of flesh. Like, we might actually have to sell some stuff, now that I think about it. Yeah, break the window, grab it, get some money. We're going to the monument. 4 sanity, love to see it. Give me another tiny cuts. Okay, that's at least not tiny cuts. It looked like it, but it's not. Hit me up, dab me up. 3 funds? Alright. Yeah, no, honestly, I think that fight lost us the game, but we have, that fight definitely would have lost us the game after getting an event like that. Jesus Christ. Yeah, go ahead and do that. We can lose some sanity. Can you believe we have 4 fucking tiny cuts? Jesus Christ. 80% Doom Final Mystery, like, yeah. Yeah, sure. No. No, but if we get a... No, we have to do this. Because a curse, we at least have to make our, We already had Survivor's Guilt, so it's Innsmouth look. Okay, that's fine. Like, if we get a bad injury, that's Doom that we have to spend. So, you know, I don't want to use Book of Gore in that specific situation. We have healing options, which is not something that ever happens, but we have healing options for this specific case. Don't ask me how or why, but we actually just do. We actually do have healing options. I don't want to use the sewing kit, but actually I could. I'm going to level up. But I think we're going to use the Book of Gore now, because look at where our health's at. It's balanced. As all things should be. Yeah, just get me the fuck out of here in case we get, like, some bad injury that's like, at the end of the mystery, you die. It's like, yeah, alright. Okay, if you don't mind, please let me get the hell out of here. 80 time skip, you piece! Alright, that's it. That's it. It's over. It's a Jover. It's never been more over. So we're taking -6 stamina. Actually, oh yeah, we are, because we have a light source somehow. You really do get me with the gritty right at the end there, don't you? That's sad. That's sad. But you know, sometimes that's the... Because here's the thing, I don't fucking remember my second enemy. Are you kidding me? Are you crazy? Oh, jeez. You? Holy shit, I guessed it. I was gonna say, man-eating plant, but I thought about it for like a couple seconds, and I was like, wait a minute. Oh, this is like, this is it. This is the funny moment. No, wait, hold on. We need a desperation this. And then you throw it, and then you just kill him, right? Yeah. You do a little 30 damage as a little treat. And I think, unless we have something that's gonna get me killed in the sea of tiny cuts, I think we're good. It would have been so funny if I used that sewing kit and died there. That would have been great. That would have been fantastic. I would have actually had to use, whatchamacallit to live, but, yeah, no, that was one of the runs of all time. I'm not happy about it. It happened. And I was 1 second off from glory. 1 second off perfection. I was just 1 second too fast. You hate to see it. But yeah, no, have a good one. Stay safe out there. Bye.